He told me the greatest. We'll go with it anyway. If you would, welcome from Rice University, please, Victor Lopez. Thank you, Victor. Thanks for being here with us. I don't know if folks realize all the success you had with cross country at Rice. Did you start the program from scratch? Were you there at the very beginning?
Yes, I guess 1979 I was doing my PhD at the University of Houston, actually my alma mater. I was recruited out of Puerto Rico in 1963 by Johnny Morris to go to the University of Houston. And in 67, I was recruited by the U.S. Army. So I put 3 years in the armed forces. Yeah. And after I finished in 67, I came back and finished my eligibility at the University of Houston. I went back to Puerto Rico. I already started my PhD at Texas, my master's degree at Texas University. I went to Puerto Rico, became a late director of White University there. And in 1979, I received a fellowship from the University of Houston to work on my PhD. So after I was there for a semester, I was looking for a part-time job because the stipend that you get, as a doctor student is not that enough, and I already had a family. So Coach Ruth Nelson was the volleyball coach for the USA national team, was a professor at the University of Houston. He said, I have a job for you. He said, doing what? Coaching track. I'm missing coaching track. And I asked her, where? Rice University. You kidding me. So she called Martha Hawthorne, who was the women's AD at Rice University. And I spoke to Martha, and she said, can you come next day? That was in fall of 1979. And she told me, we want to see the LA director. The LA director was Augie Efford, who I knew because he was the head coach at Rice when I was running at the University of Houston. So Augie told me, Victor, there's a little bit of money there. We have 6 girls that were recruited because Title IX, and we don't have anyone to coach them. And so, do you want a job? I say, I need the money, so I took the job. And what happened, those girls that were there, they were very talented. One of them was Tham Baker, who was a silver medal in the 200 meter from Dallas. Catherine Baker became a national champion in Division II, and the team kept growing. And by the 3rd year that I was a part-time coach at Rice University, I went to see Augie and say, I finishing my PhD, I'm going back to Puerto Rico, my hometown, my home country, and Augie said, you're not going anywhere. Then when I took the job, a guy who was on my table, and he's a member of this Hall of Fame, Bobby May. Bobby was a business manager, and I knew Bobby because he was a senior at Rice when I was a freshman at the University of Houston. And I went to see Bobby and say hello to him, and Bobby said, do you know what you're doing? Yeah. There's 6 girls there, and those girls cannot run, so I said, all right, take the chance, so I need the money, so I started coaching them, and then from that team, things kept growing and growing, and then in I believe it was 1982, I recruited my first athlete myself, and she's right here, Laura Chapa. But she married Chris Shapa, who was a football player at Rice University. They live here in Fort Worth. And Laura became a national champion in Division II in the 400 meter. And then after that, I recruited Regina Kavanaugh, which won 7 NCAA championships and established every record in the shot put at the NCAA Division I level. Regina is also a Hall of Famer from the Southwest Conference, and is right here with me. And these are individuals that are like my daughters, like my children. And from the team, then I started recruiting internationally, because I started to have the movement of becoming more international and more involved with the community. And so I had a lot of friends in the Caribbean and everywhere in the world in the sport of track and field. So I recruited out of New York Tanya McIntosh, that was a champion also, is right here, and became a member of the USA national team. And things kept growing until I never went back to Puerto Rico. I brought my family. My son, Antonio, came to Rice, Baker College. And then Lolita, my daughter, she graduated from RC High School in Houston. And she used to run the 800 meter. But I never recruited her. I said, you go wherever you want to go. So Harvard, Yale, Northwestern, all these universities were recruiting Lolita. She was president of her class. So she went to visit Harvard, and she said, Daddy, I'm going to Harvard. I said, listen, I'm going to get in trouble if you don't come to Rice. But like a bird, she flew, and she went to Boston, and then she used to come and see us, and we said, okay, you're at the Rice of the East, you know. It's because they used to go the Rice and Harvard of the South. Right. So we used to call Harvard the Rice of the East. But that's the story behind it. We won the first Southwest Conference cross country championship in 1994. That was a big championship for us, because at that time, with a young team like I had, and in Texas and Baylor and Texas A&M, you know, they were powerhouses, you know. So we've been in Southwest Conference, at the Southwest Conference in 1994 in cross country. And things kept growing, and until 2005, I went to see Bobby May, our lady director at that time. Bobby also a member of this Southwest Conference Hall of Fame. And I told Bobby, I'm retiring, I'm going back home so I could take care of my parents. He said, Victor, you're not going anywhere. So he talked to Dr. Gillis, who was the president. Dr. Gillis wrote me a letter and said, Victor, you have to stay here 20 more years. They say, this is already 26 years. Well, I'm going to be here all my life. So I did, I retired, but they honored me with a competition that I started back in 1981, 82. It used to be the Rice University Bio Classic, and it was an all-female track and field meet. And it was the largest all-female track and field meet in the whole United States. And then the men's team, sort of like, they wanted to get involved with us. And so we let them do some event for the men's team. And all of a sudden, a new event was established, the meeting of the mind, because Harvard used to come to my track meet every year. So they brought the men's too. So the men's competed in the morning in the meeting of the minds, and the women's competed in the afternoon at the Rice Bio Classic. And they honored me when I retired, calling the event the Victor Lopez Classic.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's a real compliment.
So I come every year, March, and I see a lot of people. This year was a very special year for me because I saw two of my teammates from the University of Houston I haven't seen in 30 some years. Mike Spratt, that used to be in the football team and also ran the sprint relay, and it was a great sprinter. And Tim Burgess, and so I had dinner with them. I haven't seen these guys in a long time, and they're big-time UH alumni, and they don't miss any game from the UH. Already at that time, I was involved in international track and field. So when I went back, it became like a 24/7 job. To this day, I just came back from the Czech Republic. I was in Ostrava, flew to Prague. From Prague, I flew yesterday here. And since I'm the president of the Pan American Track and Field Association, that's Canada all the way to Argentina, and also the North America, Central American, and Caribbean Athletic Association, the competition that we had in Ostrava was that what they used to call the World Cup for the IAAF, the International Federation. They call it now the Continental Cup. So our team was composed of the whole athletes from America, United States, Canada, Brazil, Cuba, Jamaica, Ecuador. We have athletes from everywhere. So since I have to leave Ostrava, I had to have a team meeting, a pep talk with my team. You're talking, we have 35 Olympic medals in the team.
Wow.
And these people at that time, at that level, that ego get big time. But I said, there's still a team, we have a competition, we need to win. So I gave them a pep talk, and they became like my team at Rice. You know, they started screaming, we're gonna win, we're gonna do it for you, we're gonna do it for America, and rah, rah, rah. And they did. We beat Europe 262 points to 232 points.
I like that.
So, yes. And that was a big win. And they celebrated, I saw it at the Chiapas home yesterday, the second day, and I was on my phone communicating with my team managers. We had a staff of 25 people that I handpicked. And most of them, a lot of them would come from the USA Track and Field Federation because they have a great experience, but I also handpicked all the coaches from Jamaica, from Canada, from Cuba, from different places. And you know, the greatest thing about that is that they all became like brothers and sisters, no matter where they come from. Cubans trying to speak English, USA athletes trying to speak Spanish. And the funny thing about it is like Noah Lyle, one of the best sprinters that US have right now, put it the right way. He said, we compete against each other all the time. We don't even speak to these guys. All of a sudden, we're in the same team, trying to win for America. So they're like brothers and sisters now, and that's the beauty of the sport, you know. So I'm glad to be here. It's a very big honor for me. My daughter Lolita is here. My granddaughter is a freshman at Rice now, and she's here, Angelica. And a lot of friends here. I saw Pat Henry, which we go back about 40 years. Pat Henry is the head coach at Texas A&M. Powerhouse, they always top 3 in the nation. And so Mike Pedeo from the University of Houston, and a lot of friends. So it's like coming back home. It's like homecoming, a reunion. And a lot of my former athletes are in their tables, and administrators from Rice, people that support my program. And I'm so happy to be here.
I think it says a lot about you. Our latest inductee had all these guys show up for him. Victor Lopez, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Victor.